I wanted to show you guys how I look at the new moon and full moon charts, and really any chart I always look at. So here is the general new moon chart. You can see the stellium in Pisces, you can see a lot in Aries, you can see a lot of action over here, and you can see all the other stuff. But this is the second thing I like to do. I then like to go to exactly the aspects off of the moon or the sun or whatever planet I'm really looking at. So the moon and the sun are conjunct here. So this is kind of how I get a zoomed in look at what this new moon is asking us, because you're going to hear a lot of the stuff about, this is the start of the eclipse cycle. This is the North Node in Pisces. This is a time for your dreams to come true. Like, you need to plant the seeds of the intentions of your dreams to come true. Yes, but this is how you're going to do it. So right now you can see that there is a square between Jupiter and Gemini and this new moon. A square means that you have to start doing something different or you're going to hit a wall. It's like this. You're a square. You're going to constantly hit a wall unless you change your behavior. And here we're really talking about Jupiter and Gemini, so that is your mind, and we're also talking about the sun and the moon in Pisces. That's your soul. So you got to get your mind on board with your soul's mission here. You got to start, because right now Mercury is also in Pisces. So right now it's kind of like, okay, you need to expand past the belief systems. And I'm saying this because of this 12-degree Jupiter in Gemini. 12 is a degree of belief systems. It's actually a Jupiterian ruled degree. So even though this is a square here, this is saying that Jupiter's energy is behind this. It's saying expand what you think is possible for you. Expand what you have always done. Expand past your old pain points, because you can see a little aspect here towards this asteroid Eris right here. So that has a lot of meaning, so I'm not going to get into it. But you need to open up to your pain and alchemize it and move through. Pisces is a master alchemist. Sorry. So you need to look at it. You need to open up to it. This is the moon here. This is the dark moon. You got to go into those dark places and see what's there and see the gifts in the pain and move through them. Because once you move through painful emotions, then you have freed that energy. And now you cannot so closely identify yourself with those old pain points, and you can open up to the bigness of who you are, the vastness of who you are, and create a belief system that feels good. Because right there, that's happening in the 9th house. Like Jupiter, Gemini, 12 degrees, 9th house. This is, you need to expand past what you think is possible for you, because that's how you're going to tap into all of this North Node eclipse season energy. And even though this new moon's not technically an eclipse, it is part of, the eclipse portal. It's kicking off the whole karmic moving for you type of eclipse energy that's happening. And the one thing to remember about eclipses is that you got to get yourself out of the way, get your mind out of the way, get your ideas and your beliefs about who you are, and let yourself be blown away by who you really are in here. Because don't forget, 9 degrees is a degree of action, and I'm talking about this 9 degree for the sun and the moon, right? This new moon. Are you acting? What are you acting on? Are you acting on the bigness of your soul, who you really are? Or are you acting on this past version of you, this identity of you that is crafted from old pain points, old wounds, old hurts? Like, move past that, alchemize that shit, and really set intentions of your dream life, because your dream life can come true. And this new moon is saying get devoted to it, because don't forget, Saturn is still in Pisces. It's saying you can't haphazardly be like, oh yeah, I think that's great about me. You gotta devote to this new belief system about who you really are and what you're meant to do here. You gotta believe it. You gotta put the time in. You gotta put the energy in. You gotta say, every thought that comes up, don't give it energy if it's not affirming who you really know you are to be. If you want eclipse transit reading, reach out.